And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's Russell, driving to the basket, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover.
NBA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Ooh, a clear look for Powell, and it's Gobert with a rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Anderson. Russell to pass to Towns. Tries to save it. Towns against Leonard. Pass to Zubats. And here's George. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Wall, no good. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Nifty move. The 3-ball. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
It's George on the wing. Shoots over Anderson. Wow, way off on that one.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here are the Clippers, searching for their first points of the game. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep range.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Russell into the lane. Gobert passes to Russell. Fires the 3. Offensive board. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's Wall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And the first one at the line is good.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Russell against Wall. Pass to Edwards. Powell with a steal. Here's George. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Russell. Yikes. Nothing but air on that one. The Clippers trail. Here's George. And it's all tied up.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now here's Russell. Throws it up high. Zubats with the steal. Anderson against George. Stolen by Anderson. Russell to pass to Towns. Stolen by Wall. Stolen by Anderson. Now Gobert. Anderson finds Gobert. Back to Anderson. Second shot opportunity. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
George, a deep 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Wall. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Russell, here we go. Shoots over Powell. The shot by Russell, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Nice shot by George.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Gobert with a screen on Wall. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Wall, the pass to George. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break, Minnesota. Towns for 3. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They started this one on a mission to own their offensive rebounds, outworking the defense to win back the ball and get second-chance shots.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Wall in at the point.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there, swinging on the rim.
Russell up top. Jacks up a 3. Paul George pulls it in. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Here's Wall. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Here's Powell. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. But you got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Russell up top, Wall covering. Towns passes to Anderson. Towns a screen on George. Anderson for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's George with the drive. And the jam by George.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
Russell from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Pass to Towns. Out to the right wing. Anderson for 3. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. Zubac passes to Wall. George left side. Wide open look. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Powell passes to Leonard. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Over Anderson. George's shot is off. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
NBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. He understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
Left side, Edwards. Off target from outside. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance. Leonard's got 5 now.
Well, the defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
From about 16, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Anderson for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here are the Clippers. Some momentum, a 15-2 run underway. Count it.
And Norman Powell just has that little burst that gives him the room enough to get a shot off like that.
Shoots over George. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Up again.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Outside wall. Here's Leonard. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. All right, good stuff, Allie.
18, the Clippers, 26.
If you just join it in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gobert no good. Los Angeles shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Shoots. Powell's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside wall. Takes the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards for 3. They get it back. The 3. George with the block.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Leonard outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the 2nd. George outside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Here's McLaughlin. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. McLaughlin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Leonard for 3. Pass to Powell. Now here's Wall. Here's George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 19 points.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
Right side McDaniels. Here's Brent. 4-3. From deep. Powell pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. There's the 3. And Kawhi Leonard hits from deep. Leonard's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
Pass to McLaughlin. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Zubac. Nice D from Reed.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
McDaniels can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to George. And here's Zubac. Reed defending. George with it. Oh, there's the alley. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's McLaughlin. No good on the triple. The Clippers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota shooting a low 26% from the field. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it fly from 18. McLaughlin's shot is good. Give him 8 points now.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Outside Wall. And here's Leonard. Back to Wall. It's George on the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Norman Powell. And that one misses. The Clippers in the lead. Powell passes to Leonard. Going all the way to the rack. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Prince does a nice job there leaking out in transition, and when he gets that kind of room, it gets dangerous.
Leonard on the wing. Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard, and the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Los Angeles leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for the Clippers, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Hal and George are out on the wings, and it's Wall in at the 1. Leonard outside. Pass to George, and the jam by George.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. And it's Russell on the drive. Shots blocked. And he drives in. Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Leonard with a screen on Russell. Here's George. They grab their own miss. Timberwolves shooting just around 32% from the field. Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Tries again. And he can't bank that one in. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
And here's Edwards outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 11. Powell with it. Russell covering. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here comes the break. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
George outside to the left wing. Ball finds Leonard. Now here's George. Anderson covers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
That one falls for Powell.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
And so Powell nails them both. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Towns. It's stolen by Leonard. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. That's tipped.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Zubac's with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. 1:49 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Anderson. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Here's Wall. Out to Powell. George outside. Leonard on the wing. George outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Zubac. Oh, cock it back and throw it down.
Did not see that coming, and all of a sudden, that backboard shake. So nice.
Russell against Wall. It's tipped. Zubac with the steal. Leonard outside. It's Powell on the wing. Over Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Gobert. Second chance effort. And he gets it to go.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Here's Wall. Now here's George. From deep. Can't hit that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Out on the wings for them, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Powell. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Tires from deep. Booker pulls it in. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Ayton dishes to Crowder. The Clippers grab the miss.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here's Wall. Bridges with the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. George finds Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
It's Crowder on the wing. Launches it. And the Suns miss again. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
First team foul.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Chris Paul.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
The Clippers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Inside, stolen by Zubac. Outside Leonard. From the arc. Traps in the tray.
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard's got 9.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His 3-point shot is lethal.
Here's Paul. Outside Crowder. And Crowder fires it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Now, here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
That's tipped and stolen by Ayton. To the inside, it's stolen by Wall. Here's George, and it comes off the front of the rim. Suns trail by 3. The 3 ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's off his leg. And the ref's saying he kicked it. It's Powell on the wing. There's the three. Can't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Crowder from outside. And the Suns miss again. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Wall. It's Powell on the wing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 18 feet out. And it's George missing. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George, that's a two-pointer. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Who's out there for Phoenix. A nice shot by George.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Clippers ball.
The Clippers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Wall with the bounce pass. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Wall's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. Wall against Paul. Booker outside. Kicks it to Bridges. Back to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal. And the pass to Wall. And stolen by Booker. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Booker.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Pass to George. Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Leonard's got 11 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Can't cash in from the high post. Outside, Wall. Dishes it to George. Pulls up. Another one falls for the Clippers. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passes of all time.
Clippers leading by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Paul with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Booker. Great D that time from Powell. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
Wall dishes to Leonard. Leonard sets a screen for George. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bridges misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And here is Paul. Pass to Booker. Shoots over Powell. Booker, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Zubac. Leonard looking around. The kick out to Wall. 6 to shoot. George, that's a two-pointer. This ball grabs the miss. George has gone 3 of 9 shooting. Bridges finds Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And guys, the best thing about Kawhi picking up assists is that it's contagious. When you've got a dominant scorer setting his teammates up and everyone falls in line.
Booker with no one around knocks down the 3-ball. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a close game so far for the... Okay, David, much appreciated.
Your son, 18. The Clippers, 22.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the guard set. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Paul. Booker in the corner. Shoots over Powell. And it's Ayton missing. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And the layup is good.
You've got to give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
Wall against Paul. And Wall, here we go now. Feeds it to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 13.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Wall draws the double. George from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Paul.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now Powell, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Wall against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Knocked away. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. It's Powell on the wing. Oh, Leonard in position. And the rejection by Ayton. Down low, Powell with the steal. Zubac's with it, now guarded by Booker.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Knocked loose, stolen by George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Zubac's the pass to Powell. Outside, George. Powell finds George. The 3-ball. Drills it from outside. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
On the wing, George. .109 left in the third quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For the 3. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket for Chris Paul.
What I like about Paul is he picks smart shots to take, especially when they're behind the arc.
Now here's Wall. Outside, George. Launches a 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
And he nails the 3rd.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Powell kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy one.
And there's the pass to Crowder. Into the lane. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Suns have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. Free throw good, Crowder.
LA foul. John Wall. Second for his.
And both free throws good from Crowder. And here's George for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Wall passes to George. Wall against Paul. Pass to Zubac. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And that's a nice assist from Wall. Scanning the floor, just looking to find the best shot possible.
On the wing, Bridges. Wall with the steal. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
The drive by Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Ball against Paul. Wall dishes to Powell. Leonard on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on 8.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
At the least, he did extend it to a 2-possession game. That's important.
It's Crowder on the wing. Misses the 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Leonard. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on 8.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
Suns trail by 6. Paul outside. Bridges, no one around him. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Here's Wall. The feed to Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers. Leonard hits them both.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Booker, right side. Ayton at the elbow. And Ayton throws it down.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Outside, Wall. Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Booker kicks to Paul. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Here's George. Zubac the pass to George. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Feeds it to Crowder. He dishes it to Paul. Top of the key, Booker. Lock at 6. To the paint. He can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The deep 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Suns.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Powell finds George. From deep. That doesn't go either for George. Here's Ayton. The pass to Paul. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to rep. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
bowling alley. I like it. I know what that means.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. So here's the Clippers starting group. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Bane. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Over Jackson. And that one's long. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation. Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And then Morant with the dunk.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And so here are the Clippers. After the basket by Memphis. Here's Leonard. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. From deep, Morant. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive. Rising up with ease and throwing it down.
Here's Morant. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. And then Morant with the dunk.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Shot by Leonard, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Shakes him. And Brooks with the layup.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Tries the spin move. It's George on the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs. And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Pass to Jackson. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers trail. And stolen by Morant. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Morant against Wall. Here's Adams from outside the arc. Stolen by Wall. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And there's the lob. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Here's Adams. The shot, no good. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Here's George. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. A minute and a half left in the opening quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And they'll get another chance. Brooks finds Jackson. On target from range.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Now here's George. Back to Wall. Here's Zubats. Leonard for three. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
And he nails the third.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Not going to go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Powell. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Adams with a screen on Powell. Bane, the pass to Adams. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to George. Good work defensively by Brooks. Outside Bane. Adams with the ball. He's guarded by Zubats. And it's Moran off the drive. A good look from Bane. And that one hits the back iron. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Grizzlies. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Right now is their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. Memphis leading. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Stolen by Jackson. George against Bane. Fires it. And it's slammed in by Adams.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And it's Morant missing. For Los Angeles, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. For Memphis, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Bane. Now here's Brooks. Wall covering. Powell against Moran. With the teardrop. Here's George. And he banks in the layup.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Moran against Wall. Outside for Moran. Jackson for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far. Hammer it home!
Don't break it!
Big dunk! Wow. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Morant with it. Pass to Jackson. Brooks with it. Back to Jackson. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Here's Wall. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's now only a 1-point Grizzly lead.
The lift still there for Wall. Awesome to see him competing, especially when you remember that serious Achilles injury.
Now here's Morant. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. That one drops for him. Morant's got 8 points.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting the game in upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Leonard can't get it to go. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George. And the Clippers miss again.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
It's George on the wing. They need this. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Your Grizzlies, 26. The Clippers, 16.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And here's the fast break. Here's Bane. Tipped. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bane's game. It helps him get to the line. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Now here's Wall. Here's Leonard. Brooks with the rebound. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Bane comes with a double. Powell passes to George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooks against George. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Leonard up top. Defended by Jackson. Shot by Leonard. No good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Morant, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Yep, that one's good.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Fires the three. And they get it back. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Wall, the pass to George. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Outside for Brooks. Now here's Adams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Powell. Here's George. Can't get it to drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Shoots over George. Powell with a steal. George drives in. And stolen by Morant. Brooks again. Oh! A big finish right there. Wow.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Now here's George. He's got 5. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Hey, the pass to Brooks. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Looking to get it going. Here's George. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Ball against Morant. Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best looking shot, but it's deadly.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. No good with a jumper from the wing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And the Clippers with the ball. After the basket by Memphis, it's George on the wing. From downtown, Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Adams with a screen on Wall. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Zubac. Now Leonard. Shot from the wing. And he makes it. Leonard's got 9.
Hard not to call Leonard's number every time down the floor. He's become that dominant.
From deep. That shot is off. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 15 points as this quarter could. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Now here's Morant. Brooks finds Jackson. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Here's George. Adams grabs the miss. Adams Adams has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And that one's good for Brooks.
This is what you like about Dylan. He can be a role player for you, and you can also lean on him to carry the load.
Wall, the pass to Powell. For three, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Powell. To the wing on the left. Here's Wall. They get the rebound. The shot comes out. The Grizzlies have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And the dunk by Leonard. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Morant, no good.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Out to Powell. Takes a three. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Jackson outside. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 18. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Now here's Morant. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The three is up. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Check out the urgency Powell has in transition. Hustling back to finish the play.
Now here's Morant.
2 minutes remaining of the game.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter here. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got 11 rebounds in the game. From 18 feet away, the rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Bain against Powell. Jackson for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And here's George. We've got 1:08 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Offline with a 3.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Grizzlies.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Jaren Jackson.
When it comes to protecting the rim, there are numerous ways to do that. The most excited of those, just send shots back. And that's what he did tonight in volume.
Now here's Bain. Here's the 3. Jackson on the wing. Fires for 3. Paul George pulls it in. Jackson against Leonard. Shoots over Jackson. The Clippers rebound. George outside. 3-pointer. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Bringing... Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard.
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at point guard.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Powell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Anderson outside. There's the triple. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And stolen by Russell. To the right side. The three. It's John Wall with the rebound. And here are the Clippers. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Wall, no luck. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Three-pointer. And D'Angelo Russell, good for three.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
Outside, George. From the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wall passes to Powell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Outside, George fires the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Russell, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, Leonard in position. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Powell for 3. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 5.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And Wall kicks to Leonard, tries the spin move. Converts after the nice spin.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Wall against Russell. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. George against Anderson. Edwards passes to Anderson. Banked in off the glass.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Outside, George. Passes to Powell. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. The rebound by Anderson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. It's deflected. Up in time. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Timberwolves on.
Fans, your Clippers Houston team. Let's give a round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Fast break, Minnesota lobbed up there for Edwards. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
It's George on the wing. Over Anderson. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And finished off by Anderson.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
And here's Leonard from 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. A drive by Russell. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Russell passes to Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Gobert finds Towns. Anderson in the post, guarded by Powell. Here's Edwards. The pass to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
For 3, Edwards. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Edwards inside. Leonard's there. And he can't jam it through. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 11 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Minnesota?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Here's Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it's George finishing it off.
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
Russell from long range. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Trains it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Powell. 32 seconds left here in the second. Great D that time from Edwards. Russell passes to Towns. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Out to Russell. The feed to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Pass to George. Deep three-point range. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't... Got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Powell with the steal. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Takes the 3. Russell no luck.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Russell kicks to Towns. A drive by Russell. And Anderson has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal. Powell with the bounce pass. And Wall with the slam.
About terrific timing by Wall on that play. I mean, he's up in the air at exactly the right moment to throw it down.
Towns wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got 5 now.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Russell with a wide open look, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now Wall. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Wall. Beyond the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Tries it from the top of the key. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gobert finds Edwards. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 7 rebounds in the game. George passes to Leonard. Now here's Zubats. The tray. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
George, that's a 2-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Russell with the drive. Here's Gobert. Dishes to Edwards. Another shot. Tries yet again. Gobert, no good. Clippers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Here's Russell. Second chance effort. Gobert, and that's good. Gobert's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Russell. He's got 9. Up and in on the layup. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
George way outside. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. He feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
George with no one around. George missing again. Now, here is Russell. 11 points in the game. Here's Gobert, and he banks in the layup. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. Back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And here's Edwards from the arc. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard attacking to the middle. George, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the dunk by Towns.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Outside, George. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. There's the lob to Towns. They get it again. Anderson passes to Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Stolen by George. It's stolen by Edwards. To the inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
The Clippers again turning it over. Minnesota leading by 13. And here's Russell. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. George, that's a two-pointer. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Anderson outside. From downtown. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
George, no good. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Russell against Wall. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Clippers.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Anderson, the bounce pass. And here's Edwards from the arc. Paul George with the steal. In the corner, Powell with it. Here's George. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Edwards. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
George, no good.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Looking to get it going. He kicks it to Powell. Leonard, the pass to George. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Anderson outside. The kick out to Towns. Takes a 3. They get it back. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
The free throw is off from George.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
George, good.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
Bridges outside. Outside for Booker. Off the mark there with a 3. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Wall. Back to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Tries it from the top of the key. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. To the left wing. Crowder outside. Here's Ayton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the basket by Leonard.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Paul with it. Check by Wall. Wall against Paul. Here's Ayton. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. George for 3. The Clippers rebound. Zubac passes to Powell. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Paul against Wall. Paul, the open look. Cash money on the open jump shot. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
First personal foul.
And the free throw, no good. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Booker's shot is good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Wall finds George. That one off the back iron and out. Well, Phoenix is shooting just 38% so far in this one. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Got a hand on it. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
It's Powell, high post. He's against Bridges. Back to George. The 3. The rebound by Bridges.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Paul, shot is off. The Clippers trail. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, this guy is so good in transition situations. DeAndre Ayton runs the floor like a deer.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. Pass to Powell. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Booker. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Wall, the pass to George. To stop the run. And he converts the layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. He has 6.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
And so it's Phoenix leading by.
Please give a big round of applause for the Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Well, Paul George won't be shy. You give him a driving lane, he will expose you defensively. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Powell passes to Wall. And stolen by Paul. Booker finds Crowder. Back to Booker. He's off on that one. And George with some nice D. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
George for 3, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Booker. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. George outside. Shoots over Bridges. George's shot is off. The Suns leading. Bridges with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Bridges passes to Paul. Bridges right side. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this 2nd quarter. Here's George. That doesn't go either for George.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Crowder. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. And the Suns lead by 4. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Clock at 6. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 6.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
It's George on the wing. Tries to break his ice.
Phoenix foul. DeAndre, second personal.
And he knocks down the first one.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Pass to Booker. There's the block. And stolen by Bridges. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 5 rebounds in the game. Leonard. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges with it. Picked up by Powell. Bridges passes to Crowder. And the Suns get it back. Outside Paul. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George outside from deep 3-point range. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Paul. 6 points for him.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Bridges against George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. 3-pointer, Bridges. With the putback, Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
The score, 17. The Suns, 21.
We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's Zubats in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Here's Booker. Suns keep it alive. Ayton. Out to Bridges. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Outside Paul. Tries yet again. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 8 points.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Ball for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Leonard. And they recover it. Powell passes to Leonard. The 3 is up. That one doesn't drop.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. From deep. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Powell passes to Zubats. Out to Powell. From deep. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. Bridges passes to Paul. Wall against Booker. Fires the 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
It's George with the drive. The shot's good. 13 points in the game.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
It's Bridges on the wing from behind the arc. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers trail.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Paul against Wall. Here's Bridges. Blocked. And it's the Clippers on the break. Wall no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Paul passes to Aiden. Launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Back to George. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. George has got 18 points in the game.
Now, Paul George, a tremendous jump shooter. Squares up, knocks it down. The defense has got to be better.
Here's Crowder. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Both good from the line that time.
You love a well-rounded player like Jay Crowder, cross-positional on the defensive end, a guy who has really developed into a multi-talented threat.
George for 3. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns leading. Takes the 3. Paul can't get it to go. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Stolen by Wall. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Powell. Out to Leonard. Looking to get back on track. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Outside for Booker. Paul against George. Paul with it. That one a little long.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in its center, locking down the middle.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 8 rebounds in the game. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. And the dunk by Leonard.
John Wall has incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Here's Paul going inside. It's tipped. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Paul George. That's good from Ayton.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Ball against Paul. Here's Leonard. He takes it in. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Left side Booker. Pass to Crowder. To the left side wing. Stolen by Wall. Oh, Booker with a block. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. It's George on the wing. Oh, Ayton with the block.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Paul passes to Ayton. Now Paul. Pass to Crowder. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Suns lead by 2.
Listen, we know that Crowder's work ethic is tremendous. So in these opportunities, he's ready.
Powell finds Wall. It's George on the wing. To take the lead. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
For 3, Bridges sends it home from 3-point land.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Wall, the pass to Zubats. Leonard on the wing. To the middle. Pass to Zubats. No good that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. Out to the wing. Back to Crowder. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wall, the pass to Zubats. Out to Leonard. Here's Powell. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. George's shot is off.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Here's Booker. The Clippers grab the miss. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Outside Booker. 4 on the clock. Ball passes to Bridges. The Suns need to get off a shot. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. There's 14 seconds left in the game. George against Bridges to take the lead. It's good!
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Here's Morant. The shape, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump, and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thanks so much, David. Now, Morant. After Steven Adams missed from long range. 5 to shoot. No good from the wing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Now here's Morant. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he gets it to go.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Brooks against George. Adams, some nice D. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And it's Morant missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
In the corner, it's Bane. Morant finds Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Powell. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Clippers leading by 3. Wall passes to Powell. Leonard, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Brooks misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And the rejection by Jackson. Second chance shot. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Memphis trailing here. Here's Brooks. It's over Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he could be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Ball against Morant. Payton for three. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
Yeah, he does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And here's Morant after Paul George getting his three to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Pass to George. From deep. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And that does it for the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. And
Please give a big round of applause for your quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pulls up on the wing, rebounded by Jackson.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And it's Morant missing. Clippers leading by 4. And George kicks to Leonard. There's the pass to Powell. This is to George. And the rejection by Jackson. Tries again. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And a wide open look for Bane. Buries the long-range jumper. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wall passes to Leonard. Driving in over Jackson. That misses off the backboard. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. In the corner, it's Bane. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The 3 from Morant. And Bray, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Powell. Passes it to Wall. From deep, George bangs home the trifecta. George has got 11 points.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, with all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Morant with a wide open look. And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
The wing jumper off target.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Payne finds Jackson. Over Leonard. Here's Adams. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball.
Oh, that was something else.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim for that finish.
Stolen by George. Leonard in.
Oh, man. Caution.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Goes back up. It's blocked.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Morant with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Payne, plenty of space, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Oh, Leonard in position. Adams in the high post. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
From deep three-point range. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly, thank you, David. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Wall dishes to George. Shoots the 3. Carries it from three-point range. George has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Los Angeles. Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. Look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Looking to end his cold spell and finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic. at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
It's Powell on the wing. Wall against Morant. Wall passes to George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got 16 points.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
And finished off by Morant.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Three-pointer. Brooks connects from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And Wall kicks to George. Lets it go with a 3. That doesn't go either for George. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brooks misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Oh, Leonard in position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Morant. He's got 10. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. For the lead, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Throws it up high, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Everyone knew Leonard would be a plus rebounder and defender coming out of college, but not many people saw elite scorer and NBA Finals MVP on his resume.
It's stolen by Adams. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Count it.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Leonard, stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And the shot is long. The Clippers in the lead. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Jackson finds Morant. For the lead, Brooks outside. For 3, the shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Morant missing. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Powell dishes to Leonard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bane on the follow. Bane's got 5 now.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. It's stolen by Adams, and it's Memphis on the break. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The 3 from George. Misses the tray. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Grizzlies. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. They grabbed their own miss. Zubats got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Grizzlies shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Bing. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. The Clippers trail. Inside. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
Looking to get back on track here, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. Outside, Wall. Up top, Powell, guarded by Bane. Floats it up there for Morant. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Morant looking around. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Zubac kicks to Powell. Leonard dishes to Powell. Clippers moving the ball around. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Bane. Jackson in the corner. Powell against Bane. Can't hit from in close. And Wall. Here we go now. Here's George. The pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Drives to the hoop. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
It's George on the wing, stolen by Brooks. And even 3-on-3 break. Back to Morant. Adams outside. Bane passes to Adams. Now here's Morant for 3. They get the rebound. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. 54 seconds left in the game. Morant against Leonard. And it's Morant missing. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Leonard against Morant. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Leonard.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Morant, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
He had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
The 3 from Morant. He doesn't hit that one. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For